All right, good morning, man. Things are looking good today. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. We are getting ready to go into another day of trading. Yesterday we took a loss, and we can go over that trade. It didn't have to be, but I was just feeling like I came in really late, so I didn't really want to go for a. I wasn't 100% sure on it, although it did exactly what I thought it was going to do yesterday. We got 2 minutes to open, so I need to go ahead and get ready for this. Um, but as you can see, this is the line from yesterday, right here, and it came about up exactly to it, turned around, and gave us a down move. This is this, so I should have waited out because I think I grabbed it too early, and ended up getting stopped out instead of just waiting. When we get a chance, I'll go back to yesterday's intraday chart and we'll go over it. Today we're going to be looking for the call move today. Okay, so let's get ready for that since we're getting close to the opening bell here. Everything's about to go haywire. So the intraday lines really don't need to be drawn. These are the same lines from yesterday, I believe. And they hold up today also. All right, here we go. We're going to start off stepping in today. Yeah, we're going to start off stepping in today. All right, I missed that initial move, which I hate. Missed that initial move. Which that is okay. We'll go for the next one. really should wait for confirmation just for educational purposes. I'm really just going off of instinct because I've been trading this stock for so long. Actually missed this opportunity because I have to go all the way back up on this one. Two, 7. Okay, let's try that again. Come on. I'm messing up this morning. Oh man, days where you just feel off. What did that say? Okay, I think we got out at 106. We get into 102, got out at 106. So I really missed the opportunity on the first candle. But we got out with a slight profit on that one. So what we're gonna have here is an opportunity for a second trade. I got out at the right time, obviously, as you can tell. All right, now we'll look for this opportunity for a second trade. First trade was successful. You just got 4 cents on that first trade, but it's okay. All right. let's go back. Let's look for that second trade. Let's see what we got. Ah, okay. Kind of late on this second trade also. It's all right though. And again, my trading is just, oh, look at that. It's not even showing up. My trading is really off today. Actually, what we just had was a double tap into the resistance. But it's okay because we're on a bullish move. Let me make this show up real quick with one of these. Here we go. Hopefully this volume is loud enough because still not an expert at this YouTube streaming, but I'm working on it. Okay, now the cost basis is showing up, which is what we wanted. Okay, I had to add some more to it just so this will show up. Yeah, what I actually had here was if I slide this up, I actually had a double tap into resistance. So I should have been grabbing a put right here. I could have bought and sold this short move. Or I should have waited to come in with a call on this move right here. Which is actually double tapping into the support, which it may go through the support here. Ooh, now it's going back into a bullish move. All right, we're going back into a bullish move here. Let's get the close on this thing. We got into this about 90. It says 94. I don't think it was 94 though, but see what we can get out of it. At we will put the stop in 94. 99 would be 5 cents. Let's give this a slight chance to pull back off of that hard green candle there. Yeah, what we did right here was we double tapped into the established resistance. Right here we had established support right here in this area. And before that we had kind of double tapped into the resistance right here with for the small move down. I didn't really want to grab a put today because I have my directions up for obvious reasons right here in the pre-market. Hopefully we can remain strong off of this strong green candle right here. We won't have a total reversal of this candle if we can remain strong. I have a high up here of 103, possibly even 104. So if we can remain strong to then, I can continue to just adjust this stop. And we may be able to get more than 5 cents on our total contracts. We started today, the day with 460 contracts, 465 or something of that, to that effect. We're going to reverse right here, I think. Not for the day, but for the moment. Sit through this pullback. Like I said, hopefully we get up to my high is 103. As you can see, it's about 103.30. But that's not the total of my high. Right here, this is the trend line from the daily. It's pushing about 104, 104.20. I don't like to trade all day. So I may be able to be getting ready to jump out of it here. Right now we're 17 minutes in to the trading day since the bell. I'm really hoping we can just trade out of this pocket. We have a break to the north here. Bring one of these up. If we can have a break to the north right there, that's where I want to really come with the hard stop. It looks like the bears are really kind of fighting it right here. So we're having a battle, but I believe the bulls are strong this morning. It's my belief. I could be wrong. It's my belief. If we could just have a break through this resistance, go ahead and throw that stop on there. And once I'm out of this trade, I want to go ahead and take a look at yesterday's trade so we can go over it. I actually haven't gone over it yesterday. I didn't see, other than this morning, I did not see what it did for the day yesterday on the intraday chart. But I can tell by looking at the daily this morning that it did just about what I thought it would do. And I had lost with the put yesterday. Had I held on to that put, it would have changed into a nice win. I'm sure. We'll go back and take a look at it and see. Here we go. We've broken to the north of this resistance here. And I'm going to give it about 1 or 2 candles. We're still on the minute chart. I could switch to the 2-minute. And just to get a aerial view of it, a higher view. Here's the 2-minute. I could switch to the 3-minute. This is what we look like on the 3-minute. So this is pretty nice. I can go ahead and move this stop. Adjust this stop. Because I believe that E-Trade said we're in it at 94. I thought let me go back. I can check. It's pulling back right now. Again, the bears are still fighting this morning. Let's go and check and see the field. Let's see where I got the 400 shares. Oh no, I did right here. It was 94. It was 94. Okay. All right. And as I'm checking that out, of course it pulls back here. We're looking at the 3-minute chart. It did get up to a nice round number of 103. Well, it got close to it. So this may represent our the long-term pullback here. It might. And we are about 23 minutes after the bell. 23 minutes after the bell, and we are up about almost 6,000. Well, I should say 60 contracts. Since we count contracts around here. This may give me my move up to and hopefully past the 103, up to the 103.30. That's what I'm looking for. Our new breakthrough point of resistance is right there. Here's our northern border. We want to break through this one. Had a slight breakthrough. The bears were waiting on it. They had a trap set up right there. As soon as it broke through, it snapped back. It just broke through again. Will it snap back again? Now we had a stronger move this time. Okay, we got to ask of 110. I mean of 110. And we got a bid at 109. So I feel confident to go ahead and put that stop in now. Pull back. Oh, we pulled back again past our resistance line. We got up to 103.05. Hey guys, I want you to know that this is not a greed move. I'm making this move based off of my due diligence here. I do believe I can get up to that. It will get up to 103. It would get up past 103 into the 103s, possibly up into the 104s. If the Bulls could beat the Bears, as you know, you run into these battles. Sometimes we have to hold through the battles. I still do. I still. I trade as if I don't have the ability. It's breaking through. We're going into the long-term pullback. As if I don't have the ability to subvert the day trade rule. Actually, once you get above a certain amount of money in your account, you could day trade several times. With a cash account. If you are trading the total mass of your account, if you win on the first trade, you can actually trade only twice. I don't know the reasons for it. I just know that that's what it allowed me to do. But once you get past, I think it's 20 something thousand in your account, you can actually day trade as much as you want, as long as you don't lose and have your account get below that amount. Alright, so here's the move back. Long-term pullback here, which means I'm going to sit here. We're already 30 minutes past the bell. And if you know me, you know I don't like long videos. But here we go, guys, with a long video. I wish I had a story to tell. As we sit through this long pullback. Actually, while we're sitting through this, what I could do is I could go ahead and we could take a look at yesterday's chart. So let's run over and take a look at yesterday's chart. I'm going to leave it on the 3-minute, as a matter of fact. As I pull over to okay, here's yesterday's chart. And here is where pretty sure Okay, I think we came into it late, right around here. Um, okay, so let's try to remember what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? I ended up grabbing a let's see, cause it's on the 3 minute chart. That's why it's kind of hard. But if we can imagine, it was a 1 minute chart that I was trading on yesterday. Okay, and right around this area right here, I had marked this as my established, um, because I had uh, a put for yesterday. My direction was down, so the only thing I was going to get was puts yesterday. So I ended up grabbing one, I think, right about here. If you can imagine, it was 1 minute chart yesterday, 1 minute candles. So I ended up grabbing one right about here and here. Oh no, right here. Had because I had this right here, this area as the established resistance, which was wrong. We already had an established resistance right here, right? From the pre-market, the intraday, and that's exactly where it turned around. So that was my mistake, getting into the put right here instead of getting into it right here. But I was willing to take a loss yesterday, so looks like we made another loss today if this thing keeps going down. So what happened was I got into it, and then I went ahead and I stopped out right in here somewhere as it continued to move up, or maybe over here as it continued to move up, I'm not sure. But had I been patient and waited till they got to the actual resistance zone, which was right here, grab a put right here, you can see what happened. And this is the 3 minutes, so it's kind of time advanced, but you can tell that it gave me the move that I was actually looking for right here, and would have probably ended up stopping out over here, which would have been a great move for yesterday, and we would actually be into 50 something contracts, maybe even 60 contracts with this move. I would have to check out I don't know what contract I had yesterday as far as the puts go. But we could check the puts and see how much it actually moved yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and check one of the puts. Alright, and this is how you check, right, an options chart on the E-Trade Paper Trade account. You click on the option, then you click on the snapshot analysis here. It's going to bring up the chart and the analyze and trade lab here at the bottom. You click on the chart, and then we can go to today at the top, which will give us the intraday, and we can slide back to yesterday's chart here. Okay, so had we gotten the put at the actual resistance, which was right around 1003, So that was right around here, right around 1003, right around here. Okay, so we could have, oh no, this is not the right one because it's too expensive. Let's try another. Put. From yesterday. Let's try another put. Let's see. That would have been maybe a, let's go with a 90. Yeah, let's go with a 90. Okay. Pull up the 90s, the 90 option. Click on snapshot analysis. Then you got chart down here at the bottom. You can go to the intraday, slide over and look at yesterday's. Let's just go with this one. Okay. At about the time, it's not showing up for some reason. Let's try it again. Let's reopen it. Go to the intraday, and there's the time. Okay. And this right here is yesterday's chart for the $90 put, February 3rd, $90 put. So around 1003, we were right here, about 70, let's say 75 cents. Kind of dropped down first to about 70 cents, 69, 68 cents, and then it, as the, as the stock moved down, you can see the put option moved up. So from 75 cents on up to about, let's say $1. So about 25 cents on yesterday. 25 cents could have been made on that move yesterday. Had I been patient on the move. Okay. This right here was our long form pullback. That we're sitting through here. Now, let's pull out the calculator and look at yesterday. I don't remember. Oh, well, no. We had about 400, I believe, contracts yesterday. So if we had 400 contracts and we had a possible now 25 cents on yesterday, by not being patient, I missed out on collecting about 100 more contracts, or as you can see, we call it 100 contracts, but it's $10,000 on yesterday. So not being patient on the move, actually wanting to show a loss, because having so many wins back to back, even though I just went live for I believe it was the second time yesterday on YouTube live for the second time yesterday. But if you're looking at some of my videos from when we took this thing from 1,000 up to 50,000, you don't see a whole lot of losses. So I feel like it's good every now and then just to see a loss, because it's going to happen. And it happens to me naturally, you know, just not a lot. And I don't lose a lot when we do have them. Right now we are down. Let me see. We're at about 100 and we're still at about 48. So still up for the day. But yes, this is about it. So as when I do this, right, and I call it, hold on just a second. When I do this and I call it 400 contracts, it's because contracts come in stacks of 100, right? The contracts can only be bought in stacks of 100. So this right here would represent 400 contracts. This being your 100 mark right here, the 2 zeros at the end. And this representing how many contracts you actually have. Money wise, you call it 40,000. So we're trading with 40,000, but we're able to buy 400 contracts. So let's go and see how that relates to the contracts that we buy, because it is a lot. But since it's Amazon, in the scheme of things, it's really not that much. Let's see if we can get a view of how many contracts is actually traded. Here, we would need a view. Here we go. Okay, we got implied volatility. We have volume. Okay, and the volume, I believe, is how many contracts that have been traded so far. So if we look at the here we go. If we look at the option that we're trading right now, and I think I got this right now. These contracts, we got 887 that have been traded so far. If we look at some of them, it'll have the K by it, like this. Got 1,500 contracts that have been traded, 5,500, so on and so forth. That's the volume that's been traded so far. What is, and if we can find the open interest, this is the amount. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, but it's my understanding that open interest is the amount of contracts that's waiting to be traded, right? So we actually have about over 5,500 contracts waiting to be traded, and we're only trading 400 contracts. Now I could be wrong about this, but this is the way I see it, and I go by the open interest. Actually, I do a mix of the two, but since I'm trading, since I've been trading in the paper trade account, I haven't really paid much attention to the open interest or the volume. But I usually try to get contracts that have a nice size of volume and open interest if I'm trading a large amount of contracts. So we can see the open interest on the contract that we own right now is over 5,500, and we're only trading 400. If we can look like right here, this 110, even though this 110 would be more expensive, yes, it's at $1.60, and we try to stay around the dollar, right? Open interest right here. Okay, on this 110, they're trading about 38,000 contracts, right? So that's 38,000 times 100. That's how many contracts. Here it is, 5,500 times 100. That's how many contracts is being traded. So it's well over our little measly 400 contracts that we're trading. This 110 actually has over 5,500 in volume also. I think it had 1,500 in. Oh no, it's got 38,000 in open interest with 5.5 in volume. So again, it's my understanding that volume is the amount of options that have been traded and are being traded, and open interest is the amount that is waiting to be traded. So if I had something down here in the orders area, this would go towards the open interest. If I had, say, 300 contracts waiting to buy or waiting to sell, it would be the open interest, right? But since we have something right here in positions, meaning we've already paid for it, we've already purchased it, it goes towards the volume. All right. Now I wonder if we're going to do a double tap into resistance and reverse, or will we actually get up to how high? What's the high of the day? What's this? The high is 102.90. Hold on, wait a minute. The high is 103.06. So I'm wondering if we will actually get up to about 103.30. The actual high I was looking for was about 104 and some change, somewhere up here in the zone next to my my daily here, my daily trend line. Put it up on the daily. Here's the daily trend line here, which I actually probably shouldn't even use that. It's still right here close to the high of this candle. It's about 103.30. see the price of the stock as it moves. 102.70. Okay. I'm looking for 103.30 on the move based on the high of this candle on 27th, and also the collaboration of these past candles here. You got the open of this candle also around 103.21. You got the close of this candle 103.44. The open of this candle right here 103.55, 103.44, 103.55. And right here you got 103.21. So I'm using that in conjunction with the candles that are close to us, which is the high of this candle here, which is 103.48. So I just rounded it out to about 103.30. And we got a line right here, 103.30. It's moving down again. Let's go back to the daily. I mean the intraday. All right, now the question is, will we double tap, get a double top here, or will we break through and get to that 130 like I wanted to? I could have went ahead and just stopped out earlier at about 107. It could be done. That's probably what I'm going to end up getting out at anyway. $105, 107. So a perfect day today would have been, for me, not for my students. For my students, the perfect day today would have been, and this is a 3-minute chart, not the minute, but getting into the double tap right here and riding this wave right here, getting out, or second trade, or the first trade being to get into the double tap right here, back into established support here, and then riding this. Well, this just happened, and did it even get into the support? It barely even got into the support. This just happened. So I won't say that this was a good one. This wouldn't be, but this would, a perfect day would have been to get into the trade right here with the call. This was a double tap into the established support on a very, very strong bullish day. Definitely wouldn't look for it to get back down here from the pre-market lows. Definitely not. So we would start looking for established support instead of pre-market support. Although I did have this as possible support before it opened, but then we had an established support right here, off of this first very strong green candle. It came back and double tapped into established support, and then it took off. So this would have been the perfect spot to get in it on the double tap. I actually got in it on the first candle. Sometimes I'm patient, sometimes I'm not. You know, ended up getting, I think we got 5 cents on that first trade. No, 4 cents. We got 4 cents on the first trade, and minus commissions. So this would have been the perfect trade here. Double tap, ride this wave, stop out, done for the day. Okay, so we're almost an hour past the bell. So I'm getting ready to just get out of this thing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm impatient. It's not that I'm impatient. It's just that I do have to go to work. Work being buying and selling real estate. And overseeing some construction on some of my projects. Okay, so here we go. Let's put a stop in. Let's go up to, what did I say? I said about 107. We're going to get up to that 130 like I thought, 110. Let's open it up, make it real big. Okay, so we're at 110, 111. I mean 103.11. I'm looking for 103.30, maybe 103.25. Right in there. Right up in here. Guys, okay. I'm going to go ahead and put my stop in at 110. I keep saying 110. I don't know why I want to say 110. Okay, so we got to stop in at 110. There it is at 132, 130. I think the high of it was 103.35. Stop is in at 110. The high is 103.35, just like I thought. Now, other people had these thoughts too. And that's what we want to do. We want to be congruent with the thoughts of the other traders, the major traders. And there we go. We just stopped out at 110. All right, so we stopped out at 110. We started today. I think we started yesterday with 500 contracts, but we had a loss. We got down to 46 contracts, and today we are up to. Hold on, let me try that again. Okay, we started off yesterday with 500 contracts, but we had a loss, so we got down to 460 contracts, right? But today we are at 540 contracts. I'm just not saying the third number here. Let me make this bigger so we can see that. Yes, here we go. If you can see this right here. this is how I calculate the number of contracts. It's right here. Okay, so like I said, we started off yesterday with 500, 500 contracts. Then we lost down to 640. I'm going to say 645. I'm sorry, 465 contracts. We lost down to 465 contracts here. And today we're back up to 547 contracts. So today, money-wise, we would say that today is about a $8,000 day. Which is not bad. Change-wise, we picked up 4 cents on the first trade, and picked up 4 cents on the first trade. And what did we sell at? 110. We sold at 110. We had a buy of 94 cents, so there's about 16 cents. 16 cents and 4 cents, about 20 cents today. So that's about right. 400 contracts at 20 cents is about $8,000. Right? So we had 8,000 and some change, like 8,200, something like that, for the day. So that was a good day. We got up to 330. I'm not sure if Amazon will continue to go up into the 104s. That's my personal belief, that the bulls will continue to move it up during the day. We'll move it up into the 104s, possibly up to about another dollar or so, maybe about 430, 425, 430. That's my personal belief. I could be wrong, but I guess we'll see tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm about to head out. I gotta go and check on a couple of houses. And another good day of trading. Like I said yesterday, with that loss yesterday, let's accept the losses and just know that they are going to happen, but they're only going to happen about 15% of the time. That means that 85% of the time, we should be winning, right? So we can't sweat the 15%. We have to pay attention to the 85%. Don't chase the 15% when you have a loss, and don't hold on to it believing, oh, I have to make that up. Don't worry about it. That's how people lose their accounts, when they try to catch up on a loss on the same day and end up maybe holding the trade overnight or over a couple of nights. And these are options. These options lose value with time. Something called time decay, right? That's why we day trade, because we don't want to participate in that time decay. So if we have a loss on that day, accept that loss. The stock, if you're in it the wrong way and the stock is just dragging you down for the day, man, you have to accept that loss, accept the whatever loss you have, just accept it, and just know that the 85% is going to bring you back to where you want to be, because that's a very big juxtaposition, right? Just 85% versus 15%. Don't sweat the 15%. Just know that whenever you lose, it's just part of the 15%. Don't sweat that. So we took a loss yesterday, even though we didn't have to, but it was a good exercise to take a loss, and just to see. As you can see, we're back up. We were at 50,000 when we lost. back down to 4,600, and now we're back up to 54,000 today. So we don't sweat that 15%. 85% of the wins, that's what keeps us on track. Okay, so I'm gonna step down off my soapbox and go do what I gotta do. All right, guys. Peace.